Hello, I'm Holly Ding, the founder of DFDraw Lab. DFDraw Lab is a cross-cultural design lab working between China and the US. I help global brands grow in unfamiliar markets by solving deep UX problems across cultures, languages, and user behaviors. We don't just localize, we decode user psychology to design interfaces that speak fluently across cultures. Today, I'll share a medical industry's UX UI redesign I led, where we addressed real world challenges in navigation, cognition, and accessibility across multiple generations. CUHK Medical Center is Hong Kong's first 5G smart hospital with full self service kiosks and a tech driven vision. However, it lacked a patient facing mobile app to support daily medical tasks. As the product designer, I led the end-to-end design process, including stakeholder workshops, user interviews, wireframing, and usability testing. Our goal was to reduce offline bottlenecks and build a mobile bridge between patients and hospital services, especially for elderly and users with low digital literacy. Patients faced long queues, unclear navigation, and difficulty finding doctors. Many elderly users avoided digital tools due to low confidence and poor usability. Hospital staff struggled with inefficient workflows. The challenge is, how might we design a simple, trustworthy, and inclusive mobile experience that works across digital literacy levels? Therefore, we proposed a patient-facing mobile app with features like queue tracking, appointment booking, and lab result access. It aligned to both user pain points and hospital workflows. We followed an iterative, data-driven process. First, we interviewed 15 patients and 5 staff. We identified 3 major behavioral barriers: lack of confidence in using mobile apps, fear of making medical mistakes, frustration with hidden or inconsistent navigation. We also reviewed app stores and relevant psychology papers to better understand motivational pattern. We developed 2 personas, not just demographics, like Mr. Lee needs: clear language, big font, and step-by-step onboarding. These personas shaped both interface decisions and accessibility priorities, like bigger tap targets, simplified menus, and reduced cognitive load. We used Affinity Map, clustered feedback by themes like trust issues, task complexity, and digital confidence. This revealed that users weren't against technology, they were against confusing or risky digital experiences. Define top pain points: long waits, confuse with app navigation, lack of trust in online payment. This step helped us define key design responses, like real-time queue tracking, vaccine reminders, and one-click doctor matching per patient's symptom description. Every feature had a traceable link to a real user quote or behavior insight. We visualized the end-to-end user journey with a storyboard, from discovering the app, booking appointments, to accessing medical history. This helped us map emotional highs and lows, such as anxiety during payment and relief upon seeing clear queue info, helping us prioritize critical touchpoints. We grounded our design in 4 principles: smooth interactions, reduce steps, avoid hidden options; matchmaking, help patients find the right doctor easily; achievement, reinforce successful task completion; rewards, motivate healthy behavior like health tracking. These principles guided all our feature and interface decisions. Then I created a user flow that mapped the key tasks: login, appointment, and viewing records. After the first round usability test, we found early flows had too many steps, especially for elderly users. We simplified it by adding features like quick rebooking and phone-based login. This flow guided our wireframe layout. These 5 core features were from the user flow and prioritized based on user needs, from appointment to queue tracking. As the user flow, we summarized 5 points of the key features that aligns users' needs. I developed low-fidelity sketches for each key task: booking, queue tracking, medical history. Initial feedback showed some screens were still too crowded. For example, goal, quick appointment right arrow feature, doctor matching. So I iterated, reduced text, increased font sizes, and restructured pages using a mobile-first grid system for clarity. Then I tested the mid-fidelity prototype with 4 participants with different age and tech familiarity. One participant said, "I don't even know where to pay the bill." This highlighted how unclear IA led to frustration and dropout. I simplified login to just 2 options and brought essential actions like queue check and payments. Onboarding was a top priority because it was a drop-off point for many older users. We simplified login to just mobile number or facial recognition, no email or password setup. We also autofilled personal info from hospital records, building trust and reducing effort. To create cleaner hierarchy, fewer steps, and clearer icons, I used TreeMap to navigate structures. Some functions were initially hidden under vague labels like health info. Based on feedback, we renamed categories to match user mental models, like changing records to My Reports. We focused on transparency and usability in the records section. Patients could access lab results, visit history, and prescriptions with clear timelines and summaries. We used icons and section dividers to avoid medical jargon overload, ensuring customized health literacy for all age groups. After the small change reduced abandonment by nearly 40% in later testing. Accessibility for this project, it was central. I tested with elderly users and people with color blindness. We followed WCAG 2.1 standards, large tap targets, text zoom, high color contrast. And we introduced role-based views for caregivers managing multiple patients, reflecting real-life usage patterns in Asia where family often handles medical matters. To build long-term engagement, I added a community space where patients could access doctor blogs, health events, etc. Real-time queue tracking was a high-demand feature, especially busy time. We also introduced health reminders for vaccines and meds with optional caregiver notifications. These nudges supported users' real-world behavior without being intrusive. Users can review their health record, and we put some health tools such as BMI calculators to help users manage their chronic disease. This feature was inspired by research on goal-setting theory. People stick with health platforms longer if they feel part of a community. We saw a 38% increase in session time after this was introduced. For example, one elderly user told us she came back weekly to read tips about blood pressure control. Another popular features was lab result access. We avoided information overload by using icons, grouped tabs, and brief explanations, improving clarity for non-medical users. This information includes medical history, prescriptions, diagnoses, etc., as well as personalized customization functions such as vaccination time and medication reminders. This feature reflects real-world context. Many elderly patients had their children manage their appointments. We designed a guided flow to link accounts securely with visible role labels, switcher buttons, and one-click unbinds. This created shared control without compromising privacy. From the business side, hospital leaders wanted fast, universal payments, especially for non-local users. So we added multiple payment method. I added feedback states. Even when payment failed, users were guided calmly. Because medical payment is a rigid demand, especially for international users. When payment fails, the prompt gives them time to find other payment methods. We ensure consistency in the user flow, such as showing users the appointment time, clinic location, location of the test machine, payment amount, etc. If users need help, they can easily find the corresponding department through this linear flow display. This improves payment success rate, user satisfaction, and reduces the number of help desk calls. After launch, user engagement rose, 91% rated it intuitive. Physical queues dropped as more users booked online. App usage grew by 150% less than 3 months, supported by hospitals' promotional campaign. This project gave me 3 lessons. Data validates empathy, assumptions must be tested, especially in healthcare. Cross-functional alignment is critical. Working closely with developers and medical staff ensured feasibility and adoption. Keep simple, especially when users are sick, anxious, or unfamiliar with tech. It also taught me how to balance user requirement with stakeholder goals, and deliver results that improve both people's lives and business efficiency.
Thank you for your watching.